All right. Howdy. Howdy, everybody. Hello. We got Isaac, Eric, Pretrix, Luke, Aiko, Derpy, Bolts, Accelerants, Velterox, Fortunate, Unusual, Boobok, B, Epic, Corey, Falkman, Cool Bros, Reaper, all right, let's wait for this. We're doing more hunting, Boobok. We're just there's a topic of discussion. Free shards? I want free shards. What realization I had while hunting? I never said I had a realization while hunting. You guys think I hunt off camera? Huh? Anyway, oh, where's Milo? Okay, so to get to Milo, you simply... There you go. Just right here. Hunting lame though, but it's good back. It's there for the background. Cool bros, you need 900 to clear everything out. Oh yes, of course it does, Cotton. Of course it does. All right. Thoughts on LLVGC? PvP prep. That completely derails anything. If you only want the shards, cool bros, it's 500. And then 400 for the boost tokens. Alright. So, do I have a party set together for this? Oh, I still have the Piter. Look, guys, I have a Gammer Piter. Actually, I need to go to an empty box, really. Gammer Loomian! It's a Gammer! Yeah, see, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want stuff infiltrating this box. Sure, box 11 sounds nice. Unless it has stuff in here. Oh my god, go work on Kindlelight. Oh my god, I can't believe you wouldn't work on Kindlelight. Oh my god, you're spending time here instead of working on Kindlelight. Oh my god, work on Kindlelight. Oh my god. Ah. Is that a PvP paratweet? No? Flex PvP collection? Oh, I haven't really gotten PvP stuff in, like, since January. I don't play this game much anymore because of PvP prep. But, what's up, Astros? Okay, so we have the PvP, we have the setup. Actually, we need to heal Ragu. Oh wait, I've just gotten DMs. Are these relevant? Use Florian. Nah, I'll pass. All right. This. Okay. What else do I got here? What's this? Okay, cool. Don't care. Did that video really resonate with me on a spiritual level? I wouldn't say it's like a spiritual resonation. It's more like it's eye-opening because it hit all the points. All right. What upcoming Mon games do I see having the most potential? I mean, Tales of Tenoria is doing the right stuff to get an audience excited. So there's that. So let's do this. Oh, wrong thing. I want to use boosts. What's up, mine? Bonk. Bonk. Go. Alright, cool. So now we can just not pay attention to that at all because we know we won't get anything. Farewell World has the most potential. Well, we see... I see Tales of Tenario actually releasing. Fairlight World's not at that state where we could be like, yeah, we know it's releasing. Yeah, it is dark. Okay, so... I've been enlightened. For those unaware. For those that cannot read the stream title, I have been enlightened. Any other fake mod games? I mean... What, we got... Let's see, the ones in the works, we got... Kindlelight's got its demo thing out. We're working on... and they're working on, their first actual island release. You got Tales of Tenario that's got their direct coming out on, the 25th? Let's see, what else we got? Fairlight World's in development. Can't really speak on that because, well, it's whatever. They haven't shown much. Dwellers in development, so, like, yeah, you got some options in the works. Anyway, I also want to say this now because I saw somebody mention it earlier. I'm not going to be talking to you about Pokemon leaks here. I don't want to mention it all. I will ban anybody who talks about the leaks because I know people want to go in spoiler free. I'm hunting. The hunting is just for the background. Tales of Tenario feels like an actual game. No, it feels like a Roblox. It looks and feels like, or it looks like a Roblox game. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that from. Yeah, I saw it, Sora. Okay, anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing fine, Maz. Alright, so. A video... Am I getting Scarlet Violet? I don't know yet. Okay, so earlier today, there was a video that popped up in my recommended. Titled, Therapist Explains Why You Don't Feel Anything Anymore. Alexithymia 101. I was like, yo, I don't feel anything. Let's see what they gotta say. And I got 11 minutes in, and they had already hit every single point. Sad? No, it's not. No, I'm not sad. No, the Maz, not feeling, aka no emotion. This guy's getting therapy lessons? No. No, it's not a therapy lesson. They were going over a topic. All right. Now, if you're gonna be a little in the chat today, I will just ban you straight up, and I'm not gonna bother with you ever again because I'm not gonna deal with it today. All right. Let's just vibe out. Okay. Okay. So anyway. I watching this video, and hype null, yeah, okay. What was I going on about? Yeah, okay. So this is the Healthy Gamer GG channel. So if you probably know that, some of you probably already know that word. Dog just said a curse word. Yes, I did. And what are you gonna do about it, huh? Anyway. Spoiler alert, I didn't actually say the bad words. Opinions for Sonic Frontiers? I don't play Sonic games. Sonic's not my type of thing. Anyway, so basically I didn't know it was called. Will I cover Scarlet and Violet PvP? I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm getting the games. Did I 100% the Doodle World Halloween event? No, I didn't get Malzuri. I did not get Malzuri. Maz with the $2 super chat. Gamma Nevermare on pity. Yeah, let's just get a Gamma Nevermare on pity, guys. I mean, sure, let's just do it. 57 encounters from now, let's get a Gamma Nevermare. Let's do it. Thank you very much, Maz. But anyway, so I didn't know alexithymia was basically a summation of my entire problem here. So, alexithymia is the inability to detect internal emotions. And it also extends to like expressing emotions. So, and they also broke it down into the problems that generally come up from people they would describe as alexithymic. Those problems would include motivational and purpose issues, as in like they're sitting there like, why am I here on this planet? Which I have been doing for the past 6 years. I have no idea what I'm doing here. So yeah, that's been me. Motivation issues also, yes, because that is also in part of the lack of purpose. That's what I'm feeling. Number two, another problem for people that would be considered alexithymic. The opening up as no, I mean, I'm generally open. It's just, you know, today is more open because I found it. Bro is emo. All right, like I said earlier, if you're going to be childish about this, you are not going to be sitting here in this chat. We're just vibing out. All right. Also, Colin, while you're sitting there in timeout, just know you said emo. Emo is a prefix of the word emotional, which is the complete opposite of what I'm talking about here. So, you know, when you want to insult me, at least use the correct vocabulary. Diagnosed. It's not a mental health. It's not a mental disorder hit. It's not a mental disorder. So that's like, this is like, I don't care about getting diagnosed. It's not a mental health disorder. It's just, you know. But anyway, back to the topic. So another thing typically common in alexithymic people would be that they are easily subjected to addictions. And myself, I thought, I mean, yes and no to addictions, because I'm not addicted to things like, you know, drugs or alcohol and all that stuff. But I could very clearly say I am most certainly addicted to technology. And for those that don't know, basically the meaning of an addiction or the purpose of an addiction, why people get addicted to things, is it's a way to cope with emotions. And if you are in the reason it's a problem for people with let me try and speak again. Isn't everyone addicted to technology? No. Does everybody use technology simply to cope with emotions? What did you just walk in on? This is me being enlightened. All right. Okay, so isn't everyone really susceptible to addiction? Anybody who's never really had to learn how to cope with emotions is, yes. All right, so, and the reason, you know, someone like me wouldn't generally consider myself addicted to things, you know, on first glance is because, again, alexithymic people they are basically unable to detect stuff like emotions. I don't know. I guess it's a bit immature to like self-diagnose and stuff like that, but basically this video hit on every single point about me correctly. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty confident. And like, I've seen videos like this where, like, yeah, I could relate to some stuff, but, like, other things don't match me. And it's just like, no, this video literally just put me on a piece of paper. They read me like a book. So that's why I value this video. And plus it's, you know, made by an actual professional, not just some random YouTube bozo. All right. Could we see the video? I mean, I could link you the video at some point, but that's not the point of this stream. It's just I'm talking about this video in relation to me. That's the point of that's what we're doing. Is Loomian Legacy my cope? No, just technology. Technology in general is my cope. Bubak, I've hardly really played Loomian Legacy since January, so no, Loomian Legacy is far from my cope. All right, so yeah, addictions, they generally come in, you know, alexithymic people because they can't really identify their emotions, and if they're not really identifying their emotions, they're not really thinking about how to cope with it, so they're just going on with their life. Why do I stream so late? What do you mean? What do you mean? I generally stream earlier, okay? Oh, Quizat, here's the thing. It's like 7 for you? 7 p.m.? It's 7 p.m. Yes, I didn't realize. That's so late. 7 p.m. is like evening time. It's not even night. It's evening. Anyway, oh yeah, Quizat. Here's the thing. It's a matter of perspective. You're just looking. I am sharing this with a bunch of people that will 99.9% never meet me or interact with me in my life. So it's like, I'm not... It's like those people can't... You can't really be affected by those judging you for it because, like, you're never going to meet them. Let's see that screen time? What do you mean? What's... No. What? You're in my walls? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so another issue with those, for those considered alexithymic, would be their problems to uphold relationships. And no, this is not just your lovey-dovey boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, marriage kind of thing. This is like friendships, your connections with your family, that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. It's very much appreciated. But, so yeah, and I will say right now, all three of the points, they hit home. They hit me. Motivational purpose, I've been questioning my existence for 6 years. Over 6 years at this point. Number 2, addictions. I'm addicted to technology. I'm not going to be afraid to admit it. Now, you know, after seeing this, it's pretty clear that I'm addicted to technology. And then the relationship problems, I can't talk to nobody to save my soul. I never talk to my mom anymore. I don't talk to any of my siblings. I just don't talk to people. So the relationship problems, obviously, you know, they land home. Easy. This is not easy. This is about the inability to feel. This is not depression. This is not depression. Okay, so that's a Gleam Burroach. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm basically an empty husk when it comes to emotions. Why have I isolated myself? No, stop. Stop. Anyway. Okay, so after that, those are the three overarching problems that come up in a alexithymic person, which checkmark, checkmark, and checkmark, I have all three. So you know, that was the first 11 minutes of that video. And so I was like, yeah, okay, let's keep going, see what else we can figure out. So I kept going, and so he started breaking everything down. More attributes rather than like problems that arise, more attributes that would align with an alexithymic person. What's going on? I'm just talking. I'm just talking. And so obviously these first two problems go back. These first two problems I've already mentioned at the start. Difficulty identifying feelings and difficulty describing feelings. So, yeah, for the past 6 years, I haven't really been. Well, convex. What do you think I've been doing? What do you think I'm doing? I'm talking about it. I can't just say, "Oh, I'm enlightened," and then just describe to you in like in a sentence exactly the entirety of my enlightenment. No, that's what we're doing. I'm talking about it. Gotta give you time. How old am I? 24. All right. So yeah, difficulty identifying feelings and difficulty describing feelings. That's definitely me. We've been throughout this entirety of this channel. You've never really seen me express emotions. You've seen me laugh a few times, but you've never really necessarily seen me happy. Can anybody here think of a time I've been happy, or have at least expressed happiness? Have you seen me sad or express sadness? Us doing Fairlight balancing. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I already know the answer to this question. I already know. Oh, Maz with another $2 super chat saying Gamma Bird. Quizat, I'm not looking for suggestions. Please stop. That's not what this is about. I'm not. I don't mean to be rude or, abrasive or anything. I'm not here looking for therapeutic advice from a random YouTube chat in a Loomian Legacy stream. All right? All right? What's up, Sharon and Snivy? What's up? But, anyway, I already know the answer to this. And so, I already know the answer to this, so I'm just prefacing this question saying that if you had to pick an emotion that you've seen me express, what is the first one that comes to mind? And be brutally honest. Be brutally honest. What's the first emotion that comes to mind? Anger. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Anger is basically the only emotion you've seen from me. Sarcasm? Yeah, I express sarcasm, but that's not really much of an emotion, more so than just like my form of communication. So yeah. And yeah, anger would be correct. And when he pointed it out on this video, it made sense. That the reason for that monotone, that's sure. You blame it on Loomian Legacy PvP prep? Sure. Basically, the reasoning makes sense here because he said the reason that people who, alexithymic people can still express anger is because one, let me word this correctly because I don't want to give false information. But I will end up linking this video so that you guys can go and actually get the full thing yourself. But this was true back in the day, not so much now, but back in the day, This whole alexithymia thing was more All right, Colin. Bye. All right. This alexithymia thing was more common in males than females. Do you guys have any guesses as to why? Nowadays, it's becoming more equal, which is good. But, I mean, the problem itself is not good, but it's becoming more equal in male and female, which signifies progress in this regard that I'll get into. The reason is how children were raised. Men were raised to not show emotion. Tough guy, big, strong men only express anger. They were taught to not express emotions because, like Future said, emotions are a sign of weakness. And so, growing up, that ideology was, crammed into, growing boys' brains. And basically, yeah, it's a society standard, Men are weak if they cry. Men are weak if, they show emotion. So all they ever do, they cram that down. And so, yeah, that's the reason that I can show anger, is because that's the one thing I got growing up. That's the one that's the one affirmed thing for me, is like, it is okay for a guy to be angry. That basically sums it up. It's kind of deep right now. I mean, I did say that the title says I'm enlightened. So yeah, of course this is deep. Yeah. So that would explain and why you guys immediately came up with anger, because that's the one emotion. And so, yeah, and that's just a societal problem. That's not my discovering myself. Partially, yes, that's actually part of what enlightenment is. All right. Yeah, I don't know why, Boobok, but hey, whatever. So yeah. Affecting, I don't really care about society standards. I've never really cared, so like I've acknowledged society standards, but it's like whatever. Who cares? Be the change you want to see. Like that's just how that is. If you want to change society, be the change. And again, that problem has been becoming less and less prevalent. So it's becoming more equalized between men and women about this whole alexithymia thing. And some of that is because society is improving, and the biggest part is because of the internet. It's because of the internet. And the reason for that is because the internet is used more times than not as an escape from your emotions. And, since the internet's been reaching to more and more people, that's why, the numbers have been becoming closer between men and women on alexithymia. Everybody escapes to the internet, which suppresses their emotions. It makes our bodies, it makes us, kind of forget how to deal with them. If I have alexithymia, it's not like some mental disorder. It's just, it's a way to describe someone more than anything. I'm hunting. Yeah, this is just background stuff. I mean, Sora, you could say that as much as you want, but it's just been a thing as society growing up. Men were taught emotions are a weakness. Anger shows, you as a man. But anyway. Yeah, I know music died. I'm getting it back. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the internet. We're not actually talking about Loomian Legacy Agency. We're talking about my enlightenment. Anyway, so yeah, that's the whole reason. You know, the internet is an escape for emotions, and so those emotions don't go away. They're just suppressed. They're just ignored. They're still there, and your body still has to deal with them. It's just due to my childhood. No. You're no. This is no. You're interpreting it all wrong. Effect. No, I am not suffering because of my childhood. I'm saying the only reason I can express anger at all is because of my childhood. Like, I can't accurately or efficiently express any emotion other than anger. And the only reason the anger's there is because of childhood. You know, growing up, we were shown that emotion equals weakness, anger equals strong man. And that was taught and reinforced growing up, and that's why I can show anger. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. So another problem for those with the... Or another trait, you know, that identifies someone as alexithymia. Yes, Draco Meteor's playing. Yes, Dorgo will get it. He described this as stimulus bound. Okay, Convex, we're not here to talk about the integrity of our societal structure. That's not what we're here for. I don't care. I'm one person. I couldn't care less. I don't vote, guys. For fun fact, I don't vote. I don't care. I don't care. Anger, true. There you go. There was the expression of anger right there. An emotional expression. I was getting annoyed and the anger came out. But in fact, it's just I'm trying to talk about one thing, and now you're just like trying to get me to talk about the broad topic of our societal integrity, and it's just like, what? Who cares? What? That's not what we're here to talk about. I don't care. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. If Drake gets Draco Meteor, it's not before Dorgo. It's as simple as that. This is my enlightenment. We're not here to talk about society. Ugh. Ugh. Society. So anyway, another problem for alexithymic people is that he calls it the stimulus bound. It's a stimulus bounding. He basically summarizes this as like extremely. What? He can't really write. His handwriting's not very good, but What's this video called? It's called Therapist Explains Why You Don't Feel Anything Anymore. Alexithymia 101. But, it's extremely logical-oriented thinking style, basically. And the stimulus binding is like more... It means like the person is more externally motivated. It's more like the pressure of something, like a deadline, or, you know, any kind of external motivation is what motivates the person, which it makes sense with me, because, like, it's like, back when I was just becoming an adult, I was being forced to get a job, and, you know, I got up and got a job. La-di-da-di-da, easy peasy. External motivation got me to do it, and then it made me think, why did I start doing YouTube in the first place? Does anybody know why I started doing YouTube in the first place? Because I've talked about this before. You guys know why? I just want to see. I just want to see if anybody's an OG. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of these. Gary says for fun. That would be an internal. That would be an internal motivation. No, that's not why. Because I wanted a job. No. To relieve stress? No, that's more internal motivation. Escape from reality. Another internal motivation. The reason I did is exactly what Enter Name here said. People wanted to watch me battle. In Brick Bronze, everybody wanted to watch me battle, so I started uploading it. An external motivation. I realized I had no internal motivation to upload. I uploaded because other people wanted me to. And it makes sense, given how I've stopped uploading, because internally, I never wanted to in the first place. I never wanted to. Am I announcing retirement? No. That's not what we're doing. It's just, you know, we're facing reality. That's what we're doing. We're facing reality. In my mind, I never wanted to. I only did it because somebody else wanted me to. And when you do stuff based off of external motivation, you meet burnout much faster. Which is what I did. I stopped uploading because the motivation of other people wanting to watch my content was not enough. I didn't want to do it, so I stopped doing it. Rye with the $2 super chat, back to reality. Yeah. But, yeah. So that was very eye-opening for me. Can we have link? Yeah, we will. I will drop the link when, you know, I'm done streaming, because I don't want you guys to go watch a video while I'm streaming. Come on. You're gonna head out now? All right. See ya. Thanks for dropping by. Exactly, Warm. Exactly. Like, Waka Waka just doesn't have landslide. Have I found internal meaning to being a YouTuber? No. No. If I did, I would actually be uploading. No, you know, remember the PvP, the PvP beginner series? Remember that for Loomian Legacy? And how I started doing it and then stopped doing it? I started doing it because people wanted, you know, people wanted me to help others get into it. And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. And then I got tired of doing it. So I stopped doing it. It was another external motivation. So basically, my entire existence on YouTube has been external motivation. I've realized I have not had any kind of internal motivation or purpose in my life for the past 6.5 years. Past 6.5 years. Go find some then? Yeah, okay, sure. I'll just find purpose in life. Just, oh, you know, you don't have purpose in life? Oh, okay. Have some purpose in life then. Just find it. Duh. Just find some purpose in life. Come on, man. Just do it. Find purpose. Duh. I don't know, Future. I don't know. Everybody has a purpose. That's that's wishful thinking. I'm on a level with you. I'm a level with you. That's wishful thinking. I'm 6'2", join the NBA or something. No, I don't want to. I have no interest in it. Also, I'm 6'1". Wish that free-to-play players could get secret ability in the wild without pass. They're gonna start addressing stuff after Enlightened Part 2, so we can only hope that that goes well. Anyway, what'd you miss? We've been talking about a problem that I've recognized that I have, and I've been talking about the contents of this YouTube video, and it's from an actual professional therapist and stuff, so it's not just some random Joe Schmo that's like, yeah, this is your problem. What's up, Jakey? Or Jackie? I'm gonna assume Jakey. What's up, Apple King? But, yeah. So, another problem is they lack internal motivation and instead operate off of external motivation. And that, again, I want to say the reason I believe in this video is because every single one of these points rings home. Why do you need a purpose? It's not that you necessarily need a purpose. It's like, it's one of these things that's like, because you operate externally, essentially, you operate externally, you never take notice of what's happening internally, which then affects your ability to, again, express and detect emotion. Dragon, we're talking about a problem I have. Bri, we're actually about to get into that. It's funny. It's funny because that's literally the next point. The next point in this whole alexithymia thing, problems alexithymic people have is a constricted imagination. And the key point this guy likes to do in his therapy sessions is he likes to ask the person, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And this is something that's come up multiple times in this quiz. We'll get to that near the end, but that's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So we'll get that. That's just from lack of goal setting. All right, I'm a level with you, Warm. Let's not minimize it. All right. What you are doing is taking a problem I am talking about, and you're just putting it to the side. You are disregarding it, and I don't like that. And hey, that's practicing the expression of emotion. Communication. Communicating what I do and don't like. I do not like, I feel that you are disregarding the problem I am talking about. But, sorry, I'm back. Anything new happened? I don't know. I don't know when you were last here. But anyway, so alexithymic people, he mentioned this before, is they are people that like to say, I do not like this. I do not like that. This needs to change. And does anybody remember the stream where I was like, I know that I'm not a good person. And I know I need to change it, but I don't care. I said that on stream before. And I went into further detail on that stream before. And that right there is a problem this dude has been bringing up. Like, alexithymic people, they acknowledge the problems they have in their life, but they don't have that internal motivation to work towards fixing it. Because again, they are externally operating. They operate externally. Stop being emo. Count. What is emo a prefix for? I need you to I need it. I want to see what your answer is. What is emo a prefix of? Emo is the prefix of emotional. Emotion. I'm talking about my lack thereof emotion and how that's a problem. You are now telling me to stop being emotional, to stop showing emotion. So, you see, yeah, no. I will continue being emo. You show anger, though. I guess you missed that part, but okay. But, basically, everything... this last point is basically summarized to everything. I look at everything as external motivation. I need to... A problem I need to address is that I'm externally motivated and I need to work on being internally motivated. Not that I know how to do that yet, but, you know, identifying problems half the solution, you know? So now let's fast forward. He talks about the origins of alexithymia. And this is where he talked about how it's most common in, you know, it used to be most common in males because of, you know, society standards and stuff. And there we go. Let me see. And then he talks about technology being the primary cause of it nowadays. He talked about how technology started getting used more, access to social media went up, that started suppressing emotions, and then that made people unable to, you know, interpret their emotions. So, there we go. Found a Gamma Imkin, nice. So, what else? What else did he start talking about? And then he started going more in detail with about like purpose and motivation. You can't hear me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, I know I'm not muted. I know. Alexithymia. Sorry. Next time I'll start saying alexithymia because that is what it's called. It's alexithymia, but you know, you say it fast and it sounds like Alex. My day's been okay. We just been vibing. So he started talking about emotion and motivation. I don't know what he wrote there, but there's something in your body that essentially overtakes the front. Oh my gosh, this troll keeps coming back. Please, just, you know, go do something else with your time. You're not being appreciated here. Right? It's figure of speech. It's not. Whatever. I learned stuff about myself. There you go. Does that make you feel better? So your frontal lobe. Does anybody know what the frontal lobe affects? I should say. What things that your frontal lobe affects? You just wanted to know? I mean, I've been talking about it the entire stream. So there you go. It helps with planning and executing tasks. And so there's this other part of your brain that I can't read because his handwriting's awful. And that's generally where your fear, it basically controls your fear, and that that thing can overtake your frontal lobe. You know, it basically takes priority over it. Like, you have an intense fear of something. You have an intense fear of something, and so when you're trying to go about your daily tasks, you meet that fear, and it's suddenly, nope, you know what, I'm fine. You know, let's do something else, you know, that kind of thing. And for those with alexithymia, it's not like that goes away. I personally don't really feel the fear, like, except for spiders. For some reason, the spiders, you know, I can recognize that I'm afraid. But you can feel the fear. But for those with alexithymia, you know, considered alexithymic, they don't feel that fear, but it's still taking control. Because you lack the ability to feel and identify it, but you don't become immune to it. That's what people need to realize, is you're not immune to emotions, you just don't feel them, you can't recognize them. Which then makes a lot of sense in my life, because there are a lot of times I want to go do stuff regarding society. Like, you remember how I said I wanted to reconnect with people? I still haven't done that. And this is a good indicator that shows me I am truly afraid of something. I don't know what, but of something regarding going out there and trying to reconnect. There's something there that I'm afraid of, and that's what's getting in the way of my prioritization of said goal. Probably rejection. I don't, like I said, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. Again, I suck at identifying emotions and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to, you know, do some soul searching and figure stuff like that out. And, well, you know, as someone who's going to get a degree in psychology, I can help. Cool, you are also a random guy in a Roblox Loomian Legacy YouTube stream. Why am I going to take any advice from any single one of you? I'm not here to take advice from any of you. That's not what I'm here to do. And I'm not going to. Half emotionless? No, it's for people that are emotionless, it's just their inability to identify emotion and express it. People, regardless of who you are, you experience emotions regardless. It does not matter if you can feel them or not. Everybody feels, or everybody has emotions. And like I said, this is a big part of my problem. There are things in my mind that I am scared of. I have fears deep within me that take control, that I let take control, and it affects my ability to do things. I don't know what those are. I'll have to figure those out. And then I'll have to work at them. I'll have to work on how to deal with them so that I can do the things that I've, you know, wanted, quote unquote, to do. So, yeah, there's that. What else does he say? Uh-oh, he's going into addictions. Okay. So, first thing he wants, like, what? What do you mean, like, what? I don't know! That's the whole point. I don't know. I have to work at it. I have to work that stuff out. How am I supposed to know? I haven't felt emotions in 6 years. I'm not magically just gonna know off the top of my head. It's not, yeah, less trauma, more fear, Rotund. Yeah, I do, like, This has made me realize that there is fear happening within me. I just can't recognize it. So yeah, I need that's something I need to work on. I need to work on identifying the problematic bits, which again, it will be self-reflection. I'm not going to sit here on stream and be like, "Hey guys, what parts of this do you think I'm afraid of?" No, this is self-reflection. Like I said, you guys are a Loomian Legacy Roblox YouTube stream chat. And yes, Park, that goes into the next part of this, which is the addiction problem. When you're having all these things, you are addicted to things that take your mind off of it. And that's what leads further into this rabbit hole of losing the ability to feel it. Am I addicted to Loomian Legacy? Far from it. I'm addicted to technology. That is my addiction. I am addicted to technology. What do you mean, Cap? Guys, I haven't seriously played Loomian Legacy since January. I know, John, that's actually, that's not too far from the truth. As technology is becoming more and more widespread, more and more people are becoming susceptible to this alexithymia. That's the thing. Because what about Atlantean? I played through the story and I didn't touch it again. Why do I still do the Discord? I mean, the Discord is like, it's there. Again, the Discord is part of the addiction, right? That's the escapism. Discord is the escape. The streaming, that's something I genuinely find fun. I find streaming fun. Yes, I knew that, Eddie. And also, that's partially like a myth. There are some daddy long legs that do have long enough fangs. And then the Robux, the tournaments are because people keep asking for them. And tournaments are external. Discord is an internal, like the addiction part. Anyway, so for those that don't know how to spell it, Alexithymia. So I'm a nice person. Whatever floats your boat, sure. But anyway, let's talk about this whole addictions thing. So the first thing he wanted to point out regarding addictions is the concept of umbrella terms that people use to escape from their emotions, right? First one, or one of the biggest ones, is when anybody says they are struggling with something. Do you guys know what is tied to a struggle? Basically, no. I am not depressed. This is not the same thing. Depression is not the same thing. I'm gonna disagree, Eddie. I think Pirate Dyborg is easily the best skin in Loomian Legacy, but no, depression is not the same thing. You guys stop acting like y'all are like therapists and stuff. Can professionally diagnose my problems. All right, cool, thanks. You are watching a Loomian Legacy stream. All right, cool, thanks. But, so, do you guys know what's tied to why people use the word struggle? It's tied to negative emotions. Why are you struggling? You feel it is hard to do this. The hard task stresses you out. It makes you unhappy. But you don't think about that when you're using the word struggling. The struggling is an escape from confronting the emotions involved. You boil it down to this one umbrella term, struggling, so that you could ignore the problems. Is one of my fears that Fairlight might flop? No. I am not. I've never talked about that, Ryan. I have no plans on doing it. Can we just move on to a different topic? No, because the whole stream is this topic. So you are free to leave. I'm not holding any of you hostage. This is all part of my enlightenment for today. Oh, John, I'm struggling to find a purpose in my life, for sure. But anyway, let's talk further into this addictions thing. I'm just basically reading off all of his notes. Oh, okay, so basically he went on to talk about how, again, addictions are more of an escape for your emotions rather than, you know, like, obviously addictions are never good. Never. You never want to be addicted to anything, but this is just explaining the purpose of an addiction, again, is just to escape your emotions. They are how you cope. I will say 6.5 years ago, a little bit more at this point, I was at the lowest mental point in my life. And then I started escaping. Because at that time, Pokemon Brick Bronze came out. And that's when I started getting, people asking me to do content. And then that became the first stage of my escape. It was the first stage of my escape, Jazz. For sure. 100%. It was the first stage of it. That led me down the rabbit hole to being addicted to technology as a whole. Would giving me a Gamma secret ability would trick solve my problems? No, because the secret ability sucks. Eddie, no. Again, please, stop trying to be psychologists, guys. Stop trying to be therapists. Please stop. Just stop. You are not therapists. You are not psychologists. All right? You are a Roblox YouTube stream chat. I don't need your guys' diagnosis. All right? That's not what we're here to talk about. I'm just talking about these problems and explaining it so that if any of you guys feel similar, you may have the same problem. But I will refer you to this video later, so it's okay. Roblox players can't be successful psychologists. You could, but you're not right now. Oh yeah, this is the problem that delayed the draft league for sure, Warren. This is the problem. What if you are? I couldn't care less right now. In my eyes, you're not. In my eyes, I see you. You are a random viewer of my Roblox live stream. I'm not taking advice from a Roblox live stream chat. It's just that simple. If I want help from a therapist, I will seek out a therapist. Because I know that person is a therapist. I'm not going to listen to a random Roblox chat about, psychology and the state of my mind. Alright, so, yeah. Emotions are basically, like I said, addictions are a way to escape your emotions. It's because you don't know how to cope with the emotions you're experiencing, and so you default to that to get away from them. And so I basically became addicted. And you don't go to one because of alexithymia? You go to one whenever you feel like you need to go to one. Doesn't matter what you do or don't have. You definitely should not discourage anybody from therapy, regardless of the reasoning. the crumble of my mental health was 100% tied to something that happened, and I'm not gonna talk about it. All right, like I said, that's not something I'm ever gonna talk about. All I'll tell you guys is something happened and my mentality crumbled. I used to actually express emotion. Fun fact. I know you guys, it's hard to believe, but I actually used to be a normal human being. Don't bring in too much personal stuff on. I'll bring whatever the heck I want online. It's up to you guys whether or not you want to deal with it. All right, so the next problem, again, the next problem with alexithymia, so we talked about the lack of purpose and motivation. We talked about addictions. Now we're going to talk about relationships because, again, it's not just lovey-dovey girlfriend, wife, husband kind of stuff, all right? It's your friendships, your social life, your connection to your parents, your family. All of that is your relationships. So,
I'm looking for...
Oh, I did not mean to have that. There we go. All right, so he used the term emotional unavailability. And he related that to people who are like, you know, cold and distant. They don't talk about emotions. They don't talk about, you know, they're not the people to engage in, they're not the person to start the conversation, which is me to a T. I'm cold, I'm distant, 100%. I'm emotionally unavailable. And generally, in relationships of any kind, you generally want emotional availability. You want someone who is willing to talk about, you know, emotion, more emotional things and that kind of stuff, who can reciprocate or reflect emotion. Not really reflect, but, you know. My boost's expired? Really? We've been here for an hour? Huh. So they did. Alright, cool. So yeah, in relationships, people generally want emotionally available people. People with alexithymia, or I keep making it sound like a disorder, which they don't consider it a disorder. It's just, you know, something. It's just like a blanket term to describe somebody. They generally, again, they struggle to talk about emotions and stuff. So generally, it's hard for people who are alexithymic to maintain healthy relationships. What else do they? Oh, okay, yeah, they're generally seen as social, non-assertive communicators. They're non-assertive. They don't start the conversation. They don't talk about the meat of the matter. They're very passive. And this is generally related to social anxiety, which I've considered myself, you know, to be, to have a social anxiety. But after this video, it's more like, oh, no, I'm just passive. I ran away from it? Yes, I did. It's not alpha. I don't care. What's up? What's up, Cat? At least I'm self-aware. Yeah, that's one of the only things I am is self-aware, other than my emotions. I'm not aware of my emotions, and that's the problem, and that's what I'm going to work to fix. So, I feel like you and me would make great friends. I disagree. That's the problem. I don't have friends. I don't make friends. That's the problem. Rotund, basically, he is, he made the, he made the comparison that you're like the person at a party who stands in the corner of the room waiting for somebody to talk to you. Will you stop messing with that? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And I'm 100% that person. I do not talk to people. I swear to God, kid. Don't make me do it. Don't make me hiss. He's gonna make me hiss. Anyway. And he also related this whole social non-assertive nature to the beta mindset, all right? You know how, you know, the jocks, you know, stereotypical jocks, you know, the typical bullies, basically Loomian academia, that whole Discord, they would make fun of you. You would... the beta mindset is the more vulnerable, the emotionally vulnerable, the ones willing to talk about the emotions, aka the healthy mindset of being communicative about your emotions. That's the beta mindset. Again, that's part of this, you know, the expectations of society. Men aren't supposed to be vulnerable. They are supposed to be big, strong, impenetrable, angry forces of nature. And so anybody who expresses emotion is deemed as the beta male. This whole thing is just broken on YouTube lately. I'm on, so I can't do anything about it. I can refresh it. That's about it. Don't make me do it, cat. So, again, it's, when you're made fun of for being a beta male, that's all the chads, super honcho, strong, angry men telling you you're not supposed to show emotions. You are being socially, warped to not express emotion. You're Giga Chad, so, again, you don't show emotion. You are someone who, you know, they don't want to show emotion because you look weak doing it. But yeah, generally, if you are more assertive and stuff, you're a different type of Chad. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. He is from Chad? True! He's from Chad. That makes sense. Okay, and so there's another problem. This one's not related to me because I've never been in a relationship, but you know, couple counseling? How males are generally more or less or they're more reluctant to go to it. It's because of that inner belief that they will take the therapist will take the woman's side because they are generally more expressive about their emotions. Whenever they talk about, you know, the problems in the relationship, they start talking about how they feel, their feelings in said relationship. And then you know, when you're asked, you're like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I thought this was happening. I don't know. That's, it's generally stemming from your inability to express emotion. Talk about us? I'm talking about me. There is no us. But, the whole I don't know is just a cover-up. It's an umbrella. Can I try to say your name? I don't want to offend you. That's why I don't. That's why I just stick to a mod, and I don't even know if that's right. It was a song. I don't care. I don't know the song. I don't know. A pop culture reference flew right over my head. I don't know. But it's like a blanket thing for I'm afraid, I'm ashamed. They're afraid to... They don't want to show themselves being ashamed, they don't know that they are ashamed of something or that they are afraid of something. And so, yeah, that leads all back to your inability to communicate emotions. And then, you know, this whole thing just starts ticking away at your relationships, which it has for me. I have 0 friends. I don't talk to any of my siblings aside from one. I don't talk to my mom. And you would ask about my father, but I've never met him in my life, so that's like, whatever, who cares? But Core Vibes, you've missed the entire thing, so let's just, whatever. I have a twin brother? No. What do you mean you don't want to force them? No. It's not about forcing emotions. It's about being able to recognize and communicate them. That's what it is. It's you're not trying to force emotion. You're trying to recognize and communicate. That's all it is. You're not trying to force anything. All right. What else was there? Was that basically it? That was all the written stuff, basically. So I don't remember the entire thing. Why not get for Core Vibes? I'm not here to deal with the random jokes, right? I forget all the arguments and stuff regarding it, but basically, I have realized that all of this video applies to me. It's outside of the. Is there anyone I normally talk to? No, I don't have friends. I don't have a social life. I do not talk to people. If I go to the store, I am silent. I don't talk to anybody. I go and get my stuff, get out. Any family or anything? I just, like I said, I don't talk to anybody but one sibling. And my stepdad. Those are the only 2 people I have actually talked to in the past few months. I'm talking about in life. I'm talking about like in person. I'm on, not over the internet, because the internet's part of my addiction. All right, Core Vibes. Again, I'm not. You are a Roblox live stream viewer right now. You are not a therapist, all right? I don't want any therapeutic advice from any random teenage bozos who think they know more about the subject, okay? I don't need it. I'm not having it. You don't know how to help? I'm not wanting your help. You guys, I do not know you guys. I know this sounds abrasive and mean, but I do not value your advice. I do not value it. I don't know you. You are not professionals. You don't know what you're talking about. Then why am I telling us all this stuff? Because this whole stream is for me. This is something I can look back on and refer to because I am addressing my problem. This whole stream is for me. This is for me and me alone. All right. So yeah, I basically today I learned, that all of the things that are, all of my personality traits, can't express emotion, lack of motivation, social anxiety. This is all tying to one inherent problem found in a lot of people today. More than ever because of the internet. Am I the first person we address this to? I just watched the video today, so yes, I did a stream talking about this today after I learned about it. And there's Core Vibes pinging me on Discord. I'm just going to ignore that like I always do. Yeah. I'm just voicing this now to, refer back to that. Yes, I did address it. I did make an attempt to confront it. So yeah, am I going to see a real therapist? I don't think this is something I need to see therapy for. This is just something, this is the first step to me realizing the problem so that I could go and fix it. Do I find you as bad people for trying to help? For trying to help, no. Like, you're not bad people. You're just not qualified. I'm a level with you. I don't like therapists. I've seen multiple in the past in high school. They were garbage people, and they basically ruined any future experience with therapists I'll ever have, because I refuse to go to therapy. Does hitting the gym help with motivation? Here's the thing, I struggle to keep up the workouts too. I do it occasionally, but lately it's not been consistent. Because, do you know what actually motivated me to start doing it? My brother. Again, it was an external motivation. I thought I wanted to do self-improvement, but then I quickly realized it's because my brother told me to. And then it became harder and harder to uphold it, because it's like, I lack the internal motivation. I keep relying on the external motivators. I got to talk about my motivation on Fairlight? Yeah, I'll talk about that, don't worry. How do I think I'm going to get that internet motivation? What? No. No, if we're going to talk about the whole technology addiction, it's, the whole technology addiction, I mean, there's this whole, Warm, it's okay. Like I said, I am not here looking for your guys' advice. That's not what I'm here for. But if you want to send it, sure. I might look at it. I might not. Just letting you know now. But, yeah, the whole technology addiction is that's something I'm going to have to address. And there's a dopamine detox thing where it's like you just completely drop the thing that gives you that dopamine rush for, 2-3 weeks. So that you can think more about why it gives you that dopamine rush and what you're missing, so that you can, get the dopamine from other aspects of life. Taking input from people isn't always bad. You're right, but again, I'm talking about, a more psychological thing. To a Roblox live stream to a bunch of teenagers. I know Worm's an adult. He's a dad. He's got a wife. Like I said, he's got a wife with kids. I know he's seen stuff. I know he's been through the ringer of life. You guys are just teenagers. If I look at it like that, I don't know you. That's why I do not know a single one of you. You are very random people that I do not know. I am not connected to you in any shape or form. That's parasocial. I'm not about it whatsoever. I am very clear about where I stand on parasocial relationships. I don't do it. You guys are not my friends. I am not your friend. Guess what? What? Chicken butt. Haha, haha. Got him. Got him. Got him. But yeah, that's where I stand with it. It's like, I don't know you guys. You're not my friends. But anyway, so somebody earlier, I think it was Quizat. Cash, that's awesome. Congratulations. If you've gone through the ringer of life, awesome. That doesn't make you psychologists. All right? I do not know you. That's the main takeaway here. I do not know you. So I do not value your input, your advice. I don't know you. Why knock our opinion? I'm not saying your opinions are bad. I'm saying I don't want your opinions. It's different. It's entirely different. I do not value your opinions. That does not make your opinions bad. It just means I do not care about them. All right? If you guys have gone to therapy, all right? If anybody here's gone to therapy, have they ever said to start looking at the opinions of a random live stream? No, they generally want you to, talk to your peers, talk to your family, talk to people you're close to. The opinions of some random people on the internet are generally not valuable to you. The person I was talking about? Oh, yeah, he's an actual therapist. Like, an actual qualified professional therapist. Like, I would not have watched this video if he was some random Joe Schmo on the internet. Link the video. I will. It's at the end of the stream. Okay? Like I said before, it'll happen at the end of the stream. I will link the video. Okay? But, what was I talking about? Alright. Quiz at, like, half an hour, 45 minutes ago. Asked about Fairlight. Is it also an external motivation? Core Vibes, I get you are offended by the way I'm doing this, but frankly, I don't care. I do not value your input, and if you're going to take it out on me, I'm just going to keep timing you out, okay? Cool. I don't know you. It's as simple as that. I do not know you. Okay. So what was I talking about? Right. Fairlight. Okay, so Quizat before asked if Fairlight is also an external motivation. Was I externally motivated to work with Fairlight? Originally, yes. Originally. Somebody asked me if I wanted to work on Fairlight. Somebody suggested that I'd be a big help to it, so I was like, sure. Originally, it was external. But that is something actually internally motivated. I want to make sure Fairlight, goes well. I want Fairlight to succeed. I can say with confidence, Fairlight is an internal motivation. And I could actually think back and relate why for some reason, out of all the things, I want Fairlight to succeed. I can think back and relate. I can think back about it. Because before I went back into my, super low mental state, basically mentally broken and inoperable, I remember showing interest in game design. So I can relate my internal motivation to wanting Fairlight to succeed back into I actually have a desire to do game design to some degree. Talk about when I disappeared for 5 days? No. No. No, this is 6.5 years. Like, I'm talking about back when I was in high school. Form, or I'm not. Do I have to sit here and identify everything I do as an internal or external motivate? External, if it's internal or externally motivated. Tournament usage is external. The tournament graphics were also external. Sora had somebody commission, or he commissioned somebody to make the tournament layout, and I was externally motivated because I did not want their work to go to waste. Breathing, internal or external? Oh yeah, that's totally an external one, yeah. Internal motivators? I find streaming fun. Streaming is totally internally motivated. Almost 100% of my streams are internally motivated. Working on Fairlight was originally externally, but that turned into an internal motivation. Which is something I have to think about. When I approach... Oh my god, I'm so congested right now. Hang on. Hang on. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, that was weird. That was weird. Okay, we're good. But, yeah, that's something I'm going to have to look at. Because, again, I've identified my problem. My inability to show emotion. You know, how it's all tied together. Now I have to think about ways to fix it. And part of that is going to be thinking about what I am actually motivated to do. And one of those is Fairlight. And I'm going to have to think about why I want to do Fairlight so badly. And how can I use that motivation to in other aspects of my life. That kind of stuff. That's something I'm going to have to work at doing. And yeah, I you know, it's just a thing of I've identified the problem. That's basically the point of this stream today. I have identified the problem. I can now see clearly what the problem is. And the next step is, you know, analyzing, self-reflecting, that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, this whole stream is just so that I know it's here. I can look back on it if, you know, if I need a reminder. Yeah, Warm. See, here's the thing. I've always been externally motivated to do videos, and, you know, it got to a point where that external motivation was not enough to combat the god-awful PvP prep in this game. So, yeah, there you go. I playing streamer play Scarlet Violet? I don't know. I don't know if I want to buy them. I haven't seen, you know, enough to make me want to spend to give Nintendo $60. PvP prep is good when you have money? I disagree. Half of the problem is secret abilities, and no amount of money gives you secret abilities. Secret ability charm? That doesn't give you secret abilities. That slightly lessens the RNG. That slightly lessens the RNG. The biggest problem with secret abilities is it's behind an RNG wall. And yes, I know the whole wild, it's in the wild, it's behind a paywall. I get that. They need to make a consistent way to get secret abilities. It can be very difficult. I don't care if it's difficult. I just want it to be consistent. That's what I want. I want consistency. I want to know that if I put the time in, I will get it. I don't want the chance to get it. I want to get it. I want to know the time I put in will give me something. And that's one of the biggest issues with PvP prep. Is you do not know if you're going to get anything out of your time investment. And more times than not, you don't. No, Punk. I 100% believe if secret ability patches were to ever be a thing, they need to be difficult to get. They need to not give you them for free. AKA, they don't let them be purchasable. Did I buy out Milo? I got the boost tokens. I still need to get more for the shards. How would you get it then? I mean, they would have to figure it out. Make a reward for grinding something. Like, just make it consistent but difficult. Are we talking about Loomian Legacy? Yeah, we're on Loomian Legacy at the moment. Can't you kill Loomians for candy? Can you? I think that was in Sweet Retreat. That was just Sweet Retreat for the cake points. I don't know if you get candy corn from knocking stuff out here. Even if you did, it's not efficient. Well then, Oren, like, yeah, sure, you could, but there needs to be a way that's not PvP related. And that's another problem with PvP, is a lot of the things to help with PvP are locked behind doing PvP. Like Health Amulet, you know, a bunch of PvP items you can't get before you get CP. And to get CP, you can the only way to get that is through PvP or Robux. Again, Punk, that's not consistent. That's again just an RNG wall. It needs to be difficult, but it needs to be consistent. And you need, so let's think about, like, you know, Pokemon raid battles. Not a good example of difficult, but, you know, some variant of that, you know, some difficult challenge. Like, let's say you're doing a Zygarde raid. You know, if you've played the Crown Tundra and stuff, you know Zygarde's the most difficult one. Assume at the end of that you get a secret ability patch. Put it behind a difficult grind, but you're, you know, consistently going to get it. Anyway, Gamma. Gamma Lumiere. Gamma. Anyway, and also, even after that, guys, they need to compensate the hunters, or else they will throw a baby crayon-eating temper tantrum. And yeah, so they need to do something to compensate those guys, or else, you know, problems will be had for, you know, baby boy reasons. But, you know, who cares? The devs do when the hunters don't go back to spending money on their game. So yeah. Whether you like it or not, they are a player base in the game. You have to acknowledge them, and yeah, if something like that makes them feel they're being stomped on, then they will respond in kind and not buy stuff. So you need to address the community. Even if you don't believe you need to, your community will be very vocal, very upset. I know what Armenti said. That's a completely dumb idea. So, yeah, there would need to be another way. No. Justin, they complained about that too, so. Did you know there are some people that are so full of themselves that they think they work harder than PvPers trying to actually get into PvP? I got a reply like that on Twitter once that, you know, traders work harder than PvPers ever would. It's just like, wow, that's the most ignorant comment I've seen all day. We don't really work hard. We invest way more time than them. That's essentially what we're doing here. Well, Luke, it's relative. It's not actually working hard. It's just relative. No, Punk. That was literally discussed on Twitter. You know, some people were okay. Some people, most of them were still like, it's not enough. It completely disgraces all of our hard work we've ever put in. Also, that was Glimwood Tangle, GlitchxCity. So, yeah, they were still whining about it, so just giving them a special patch, a special icon on the summary screen is not enough. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Hog? LL Hunters need to buy lotto tickets. What's this song? This is Black and White 2 Route 19 from GlitchxCity again. If they can't be attached to glimpses, what's the point? People want to. Why limit it? Give me a reasonable. Or give me a valid reason why they can't be used on rare things. Give me a valid reason. Because it would make people not want to try it as hard to get an authentic one. Okay. How did hunters react to rallying? They originally didn't. I don't remember exactly, but at least they added gammas, which could not be rallied, and also ruined the trade community. But, you know, whatever. You know, something I just thought about. Do I have a milkshake? Because, you know, I don't remember if I bought one. I did. All right, cool. Didn't they freak out when Pity came out? Oh yeah, they threw the biggest hissy fit about Pity. Then they got used to it. Oh my gosh, guys, it's her Taridi. Pirate Dyborg is the best skin in the game, but again, I'm not catching these unless they're like alpha or something. Oh yeah, pity was objectively good for the game because it technically means that somebody who pays money will get something out of it rather than they might get something out of it. So it no longer becomes gambling, which is inherently good. I still find it funny, that interaction I had with Zach on Twitter. I made a comment about I prefer supporting consistency in a game than supporting your gambling addiction, and then he said something like, I prefer not getting on by the devs and the PvPers having all the glory. And then I replied to him, they already have your mouth pried open and are actively in them with the rates in the game that you pay money for. So yeah, that was a fun little interaction. That was one of my proudest interactions there. Yeah, I'll be linking that video at the end of the stream so people can, you know, get words from the actual professional themselves rather than just my mouth, so that, you know, they could get a proper look at that, you know, problem of alexithymia. Are you missing the drama? Oh no, no. I was just talking about the patch stuff because we got on the topic of secret ability patches. I just had fun. I just talked about a fun little reply I had with Zach. So, yeah. I don't know, Justin. It's they complained about the whole little icon thing. So, I enjoy spinning in circles. I'm not paying attention to the game hardly at all. What Vari evolves into Fanning Flame? Apprehension. Apprehension is Fanning Flame. Guardian is Volcanic, and then obviously the secret ability. You blackmail the devs and add ability patches. It's not up to him. Again, Easy, we've literally had that discussion. Like, we showed a whole concept thing about what they could look like, and they were not, they were like, no, that's not enough. So yeah, it's like they'd be very upset if patches came into the game, and unfortunately, because the hunting community is the biggest non-story playing community, they're also the ones that actually fund the game. Their opinions are a little more important than other people's opinions. There wouldn't be a point. There would be a point to hunt them. It's for, you know, exclusivity, you know? Oh, trading community kind of got over mints. Like, they're down for... They're okay with mints. Oh, you know, I didn't talk about that, Jamie, because you never did, but yeah, sure. Okay, I'll talk about it now. So, for you guys that don't know, Jamie actually talked to a bunch of traders. And he basically asked what would be cool, and they just want to part. It's literally, it's funny how simple the solution is, considering it's the exact same thing conceptually. They just want a particle effect. They just want a particle effect. If it's a wild secret ability, it has a purple particle effect, and that's enough for them. It's the same thing as a mark on the summary screen, but sure, whatever. It's whatever floats their boat. What if alpha and gamma? They stack, right? They would stack. You would have a purple particle effect with your little wisp and the alpha and the gleaming particle effect. Basically, the problem with the icon on the summary screen was they couldn't flex hard enough. That's basically what their problem was. They couldn't flex that hard enough, so they weren't happy with it. With a particle effect, they could be like, yeah, this one's mine. I got this. Yeah, you don't have it. I do. Ugh. So it's like, yeah, sure, okay. So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah, there's a chance. Oh yeah, that would also, fun fact, that purple particle effect would also serve as a quality of life update. You would no longer need a replicate Loomian to hunt for a secret ability. Because if you find it in the wild, it'll just have a purple particle effect. You'll know its secret ability. You did cook a steak at 2 a.m. Why is that an issue? It's not. That's why nobody said it was. Oring, here's the easiest way to fix that, Oring. Use a patch. Don't use wild ones. Suddenly they don't have the particle effect, and now they never know. But yeah, I would hope that they don't show in the Coliseum, because I don't want people knowing my ability just because I have a particle effect. But yeah, I laughed. I genuinely laughed when Jamie DM'd me that. I was like, there's no way that like, it's cool that it makes them happy. I just find it hilarious how little of a change that was. Like, oh, the summary screen is not enough. I need a particle effect. You made a big whiny temper tantrum deal out of it because you wanted a particle effect? I mean, Sundown, people who are not actively into PvP generally won't care. What's up, Fantastic? Yeah, I just found it funny how like they made it sound like they're impossible to please when they were whining about the most simple change. It was just funny how easy people are to please. But again, I just want to let you guys know there's nothing that'll be done before part 2. There's nothing. We will not see any kind of updates for PvP before part 2. And that's not to say PvP will be updated right after part 2 either. It's just nothing will be done before part 2. Luke, I meant, like, we are not seeing any quality of life updates before part 2. So like this whole talk about secret ability patches, I'm saying none of this is relevant until after part 2. Just know I'm leading with a Nimble Dusket, so I don't think you guys care about a Nimble secret ability Mutagon. Oh my god, Mutagon had the particles. Oh my god, particles. Particles, you missed the particles. Eat your face, you missed the particles. It was secret ability, I saw the particles. But, yeah. So that's cool. Basically, patches are an idea that's back on the table. Again, an idea. Not something that will be added to the game, but could be added to the game. Because now there's a concept that doesn't destroy the trading community's perception on the game. And don't get me wrong, there are still going to be lots of them that whine and complain about it, but there will be significantly less. And I feel like it's going to be one of those pity things where they'll eventually get over it. What time is it for me? It is 9 o'clock p.m. Please remove corrupt secret abilities. In my opinion, I feel like it's just a matter of people letting themselves get upset about that, because like it's a corrupt. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a corrupt. But, yeah, that's just my take. What's up, Angeli? Hey, corrupt roamers drop 10 shards, or just add shards to the frickin' UMV, please. What are the exact buff stats on corrupts? I believe they're just +1 in every stat. I believe that's what corrupts are. They're just +1. Has the light at the end of the tunnel been talked about yet? Oh yeah, I said Fairlight's more of an internal motivation, and I relate that back to when I was in high school before my mental health just collapsed into, you know, nothing. I remember wanting to get into game design to begin with, and this is just a homage to that. So it tells me that somewhere down inside of me, I still want to do the game designing thing, because I think about Fairlight, and it's like, I'm not doing it because somebody told me to. Or it's a simple thing where casual battles show them and competitive don't. So it's like, sure. I mean, random, I'm not going to unlist this stream. Actually, let me make sure that's true. Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to unlist it, so you can go back to it, you know, another time. What's Fairlight? That's a fake mod game I'm working on for Roblox. These are our starters. Is the other Eat Lore stream? No. Yeah, it is unlisted. How am I feel? I'm vibing. I be vibing. Will it be good? Yes. It will be good. Hype Heap is broken. Speaking of broken, we need to set up a time. Give me a time you're available, Speeder, and I will try and work with it so that we can go back and, you know, redo movesets and stuff. Because I'm a level with you, they're very basic. And also we need to make Hype Heap's ability broken. Well, not broken, but, you know, not boring. Yeah, I need to bind my Cope gift to something on my stream deck so I could, you know, get it with a press of a button, but yeah. Guys, do you think I can get 51 encounters in 7 minutes? Does my game accept fan designs? Fun fact about fan designs. I mean, we're not openly accepting fan Fairlights right now. It sounds like we're just starting on this. No. No, it does. We haven't just started on it. It's technically been in development for multiple years. It's just at some point we had an old owner that was, let's just say, not fit for the job. And he ran off with the group funding as well. And we basically redid everything from scratch to avoid any complications with that individual. So yeah, that's where we're at. And then of course, the group has no funding, so development is sporadic. There are times where we're motivated to do it, and there are times where we're not, because again, there's no monetary motivation yet. But also, in terms of fan designs, we actually held a contest for people to design our shinies. All of these shinies here, aka our prismatics, these are the shiny starters. These were all fan designs. So, yeah, it's not just a recolor, they are retextured. That is the special thing about prismatics in Fairlight, is that, you know, they also have a generally different design. You hate whoever chose the bear shiny? Okay, so here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't like the Cublaze one. But we didn't pick anybody twice. None of these were designed by the same person. Cublaze is overhated? I agree. It's my least favorite prismatic, but I still think it's good. Can I name the typing? Yeah, sure. From left to right, the ghost, earth, water, fire, plant. Any potential release date yet? We have one in mind, but we're not sharing it yet. Colony is the worst prismatic. That's just some mighty copium. I gotta say, that's some mighty copium. Colony is my second favorite prismatic. It goes Rolladillo, Holony, Casmer, High Peep, and Cublaze. Rare eat L? No, this is your L, buddy. You can hold your L. Hold it. Cope with it. Cope. Cope with your bad opinion. Yeah, I wish we'd spend less time working on the game and actually making GIFs. But and I cope with my bad opinion? Well, you see, my opinion's not bad. So that's the difference here. The difference being yours is the bad opinion. And I have data to back that up. I have data. We know that the community's least favorite prismatic is Cublaze, which automatically makes your opinion bad. Because that means Holony is not seen as the worst prismatic. No, it's not Ghostly. Lucky's working on one known as Tales of Tenorio. Also, Maz with the $2 super chat saying remove Holony, and I will say no. Give me $2 million and I will remove Holony. Bandwagon fallacy? No, see, it's not. This is not an application of the bandwagon fallacy. I feel like you're just throwing around the term a lot because you've heard it recently, which is another fallacy of its own. Did you know that? But, no, this is not a bandwagon fallacy moment. This is a, your opinion is bad, cope. You'll give me 2 million Lumi bucks? Yeah, sure. It's bandwagon fallacy trust. But you see, this is an opinion, this is an opinion, not even a fact. So the bandwagon fallacy is automatically non-applicable. All right, CRI. Isn't Tales of Tenoria coming out this month? No, they're releasing a direct, aka a trailer. A glorified term for the word trailer. Am I playing any other games at the moment? I'm not playing too many games at the moment, no. I haven't been really having any fun with many games as of late. Like right now, this right here, how much did Genshin hurt my wallet? I made one purchase. And I spent it on stream, so it's like you guys have seen how much I've spent. Future, you're just radiating this mighty cope energy right now. Bring Genshin back? No, I'll pass. Why did I stop playing Genshin? Because it was, the story updates are fun. I don't enjoy, grinding artifacts and stuff. It's just not something I had fun doing. So it's like, yeah, whatever. Oh my gosh! Oh wait, is that an alpha burroach? I can't believe it! Oh! Alpha burroach! Oh my god! Alpha burroach! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oops, I misclicked, guys. I misclicked, oops. Oh wait, I've expired my boosts. Alright, anyway. So I've basically talked about what I wanted to talk about tonight. Again, like I said earlier, this stream has been what was for me. Is Gamma Snail still my rarest find? It was never my rarest find. Like, I have an alpha blue, alpha orange icicle, which is rarer than the Gamma Snail. And in terms of finds, I found a corrupt pyramid, which is technically rarer than anything I found. So anyway, I'm gonna link that video I was talking about, so that you guys can get actual, professional information regarding alexithymia. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna head out of here. Hopefully you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, day, whatever it is. Hopefully it's good. Go watch that video if you're interested. And I'm gonna get out of here. Adios.